Conformity Antidote. Melting one snowflake at a time. Get ready to be triggered. Here they come, the leaders of the new church, Reverend Cuz and Deacon Tex.
And welcome back to Conformity
Hello,
Antidote.
viewers.
Hello!
Hello, viewers. Welcome.
Oh,
Ahoy.
I'm swooning. All right.
You're swooning. Oh. I feel
Verklempt.
faint. I feel faint. Yeah, I'm verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, thanks for joining us on Saturday night. I guess Saturdays are working for everybody. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's not, unfortunately. I mean, I hate to be rude, but
It's working for us. That's the thing. You know, and that's what it boils down to.
Can't help it. I'm so sorry. Why
Well,
are we so far
don't
away
know.
from each other? Here, let's get a little closer.
I took a shower before.
I did too.
I know. I could smell it.
Get
You
a
smell
little-
nice.
And I got the beard oil.
The beard oil.
The beard
I
oil.
like it.
Let me tell you something, man. The beard oil is key. Is key for the ladies.
They
love
like
the beard
that.
oil.
They like that hair soft. They
It's
don't
soft
Like it,
and it smells nice.
they don't like it all like prickly Pete.
Prickly Pete.
Yeah.
All right. So, anywho, let's get into a little bit. First, we want to First, we want to give a little shout out to one of our new friends, Miss Burgundy Hughes.
Oh, Burgundy Hughes.
She's been she's one of our new viewers and hitting us followers on Twitter. She's been giving us a lot of encouraging words and
Very nice. Welcome aboard.
welcome aboard. And I just want to say something real quick because she sent us something where she lives in Washington State. Sorry. I'm sorry that you live there. It's a beautiful state, but woo!
It rains a lot, though.
It rains,
It does rain a lot.
But the liberals,
Well,
good gosh. But anyway, so she sent us an email about a letter she sent to President Trump about some of the rampant just liberal bullcrap. Like if you're conservative, like they get harassed by like CPS and all kind of crazy shit. So she kind of reached out to us and asked, what can we do, because even the state government seems to be smoking some crack. So there, everybody knows the ACLU, right? But they're liberal nutbags. But there's one called ACLJ, which is American Center for Law and Justice, and they're a conservative group that go after, liberal, state or county, whatever, that are abusing, conservative rights. So we told her and then everybody else, you can go look them up and you can contact them if you're having some issues, and they can see if they can take your case on. So check them out, and hopefully that'll get resolved. But I mean, we live in Maryland, which is blue as hell, but we don't have that kind of problem. I mean, we live in like a county that's pretty red, but the state is blue, so it's
it's sort of like half and half. But yeah, you're right. Knock on wood. Oh, knock on wood. Hello. We don't have that type of
crap
stuff going on. At least not yet.
Yeah, not yet. So keep up the fight, and reach out to us if you have anything else that we can do. I don't know what else we can do, but
how about buying a T-shirt and a mug?
Well, we are sending Miss Hughes. We are sending her a mug that is on its way.
Oh, really?
And yeah,
Very nice.
it's going to be on its way out. Actually, it's going to be on its way on Monday. I actually went on today to actually drop it off at UPS store. It closed at 3:00. on Saturday.
What?
The UPS, yeah. I'm like, so I walk into the door, and it's like it was locked. And I'm like, what? And I look at the hours. It's 3:00.
They must not want no business.
3:00 on a Saturday. What the hell? That's when everybody has off. They can actually come and drop the packages off to get them. Close or don't open so early on the weekdays.
Right.
And have maybe afternoon, evening hours. Do I got to run the whole business around here?
I'm telling you. Oh, Big Brown.
Big brown
hole.
Doo-doo.
Exactly.
Actually, I do like UPS, but not closing at 3:00. No. Come on. So anyway, so keep up the good fight. You'll get your mug here pretty soon, and just drink your coffee, whatever else, with pride.
Cheers! Cheers! With a little Bailey's Irish cream. That'll make things all much better.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, and I also put in some of our cards, and I actually did throw in a car magnet.
Oh, well.
And put that on your car and drive that around with pride.
Yes.
Because people won't know what the hell it is, and they're going to ask. And
then they'll be forced to, look us up.
That's right.
And
if anybody asks you what it is, don't even tell them. Just say, go look them up.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure we'll piss them right the hell off.
Hit it on the internet.
Yeah. Go find out for yourself.
Go to DuckDuckGo.
Splitter.
And from here on out, that's going to be my...
Yep, that's what I use.
I'm not going to say Google, Yahoo'd, Binged, all that other stuff. I'd be like, go DuckDuckGo it. Because I like DuckDuckGo. No tracks, no tracing, private web searching at your fingertips. So, yeah, and they're not selling out to anybody. So, DuckDuckGo, at least not yet. At least not yet. So we're promoting DuckDuckGo.
Yep.
Plus, it sounds good.
We're not getting paid for it, though.
I know. Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe if we do it enough, they'll catch somebody will see it, and then they'll be like, "Oh, we could put an advertisement on this show."
We could. All right. So, that being said, we handled some business. Now let's get on to some news. Did you blow the other finger?
I know. I don't want to blow my microphone. Oh. Shoki.
Oh, come stay.
Oh, Godzilla on Comet TV. So Godzilla Monster Zero.
Oh, Zero. Your IQ.
Exactly. Bing. I know. If anybody of you all out there know, Comet, the Comet channel was having, I think it was last night or the night before, it had a whole slew, a whole day's worth of Godzilla movies from the 60s. And it was just, it was incredible. But I watch those now. It's like I was watching Monster Zero, and I'm like, oof.
That's bad. But we watched, it was still the coolest show. It was still the cool, I used to come home and watch Ultraman.
Right. It was cool when you're 10, 8. It's like now you're watching it. Now you watch it for just to reminisce. You're like, yeah, I remember that. But boy, the show's goofy. So, anyhow,
all right. So let's get on with a little bit of something. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. I gotta let it go. All right. So can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So I know we talked about this yesterday or
last week. Same thing.
Damn.
Yesterday to the show.
Yes.
But last week,
Last week. Okay. There we go. All right. Now I can hear myself. All right. So we talked about this last week. This is Obama's $15 million house. Excuse me. Oh, and I will say something else that's a little bit funny. They went in to the presidency with $1.3 million to their name. Now, $156 million. Where'd that come from? Anyway, I won't get on to that. Anyway, the only reason I'm reading the House to begin is because we thought about something. So, okay. So, everybody's talking about the climate change and this, that, and the other. And Obama, he was one of the ones that were just touting the climate change. Remember, he talked about the waters rising, and he doesn't think that we can turn that tide back down, and this, that, and the other. So, here's the question: if he thinks that climate change is real, and that the seas are rising and will rise, Why in the hell did he buy a $15 million house on an island? Now that would actually, that would tell me that he doesn't think that that's what it is. That he's full of shit. Why else would you? Because anybody like, oh, and he can insure it and everything else. The insurance doesn't. If anybody ever had any catastrophic issues going with their house, like a fire or something, believe me, insurance don't pay for squat. All right, so it wasn't like he could get a deal where, I don't know, $15 million and then he insures it for $30 million or whatever. That's not how it's worked. They assess it. So anyway, we don't really need to spend more time on that. I just thought it was just interesting that he bought a house on an island when he says all the seas were rising and they're going to cover up some of these low-lying areas like an island.
You know what comes to my mind?
What?
Alanis Morissette. Isn't it ironic?
It's like rain.
Don't you think? On the wedding day.
Like greasehead man-hater is what I used to call her.
But anyway, I just said that song. I know that song popped in my. She actually doesn't put as much gel or whatever in her hair.
No, I thought she just didn't need to take a shower.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she was a little rough.
All right, so let's get this jackass off. But anyway, it's like I said, I just how the hell you do it, because I think it's stupid.
The only thing I'm going to say too that I thought was I find very perplexing, that this climate, some of these climate changers have talked about now. It's beef. They're going after cheeseburgers.
Well, did you see Bernie wants to put a meat tax?
And I'm like, well, really?
Meat tax.
And I'm going to tell you right now, when you talk, and we're going to be bringing up our cow friends here later on in the show. I'm telling you right now, if you start going after people's meat, I don't care. I know numerous people that I would say probably about 95% of people living in the United States are meat eaters. So go ahead. I'm going to tell you right now. Go ahead and start going after their meat.
Yeah.
And you're going to find out. That there's going to be some people turn on your ass.
Yeah. Take a shot with that. See what happens.
So, and I'm talking 95% of everybody living in the United States and around the world. A lot of people eating. You can be a vegan. That's fine. I'm not a vegetable eater, so you can eat my vegetables. But if I go to the restaurant, you can have my vegetables. I tell you what, I want to date a vegan because that way, or whatever, so that way she can give me her steak and I'll give her my broccoli.
She won't give you her steak because she didn't want it on the plate.
Well,
I don't want to touch it on that.
I'll just ask it separate.
There's juice.
Could you put hers on a separate plate? And get that broccoli. But then she'll want cauliflower.
Then she'll want your fries too.
No, fries are cooked with lard.
Vegetable oil.
Yep, animal oil. Yeah,
vegetable oil. See, she's gonna want your fries too. So you might have to beat her off with that.
I don't know. We'll have to compromise on that.
All right. Maybe y'all can share a fry.
But I just thought that was funny.
Lady the Tramp.
I know. Wouldn't that be nice? I just thought it was funny. I heard because we were talking about the climate change, and it's just like now they're just some of the conversations that are out there are starting to really go off the rails, and it's like do so at your own peril. If you want to start talking about people telling people they can't eat hamburgers and steaks anymore, good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that.
That's like that's like going down to like Texas or whatever and telling a law-abiding citizen,
get rid of all the cattle.
Yeah, getting rid of all the cattle. I don't think so, pard.
I don't think so, boy.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anyhow.
And just another little thing. So, if anybody's watching us on Twitter, Periscope, I just want to let you know we can't. So, we have our chat up, but it only goes to Facebook and YouTube. So, if you're watching, I just want to let you know. So, if you're watching us on Twitter through Periscope, we will not be able. You will not be able to interact with us. So, unfortunately for that. So, if you are on there, try to move over to. I know some of you guys don't do Facebook anymore, so move over to YouTube. All right. So, here goes our next one.
Next story.
All right, so here's the Gillette commercial. Everybody remembers this Gillette commercial. When it came out about, I don't know, maybe about 6 months ago, 8 months ago.
You know what? I don't remember it. That's the thing. I think it's great. I don't. I remember.
The toxic masculinity.
Right. I remember that little campaign. But
right. But this was the commercial. Well, now all due to that commercial, where basically Gillette alienated pretty much all of their consumers as far as men in the razors. Ooh, well, Gillette reported a $8 billion. They lost a deficit. They lost $8 billion. You ought to lose $8 billion, you piece of shit. That's what you get. Oh, there we go. Yes.
it's burgundy.
All right. Good. There we go. It's burgundy. Okay, so anyway, so Gillette lost $8 billion. $8 billion. That's with a B, not million. Billion, because of their toxic masculinity bullshit commercial. All right, which that in itself is real. That's really all the reward I need.
Well, yeah. Well, on top of that,
simple fact. I mean, why would you alienate all of your people by saying, "Is that the best a man can get?" Because they just basically called all the men piece of shit.
right? You know, well, the biggest thing it's like the reason why I was saying that is, all right, how many times, honestly,
Yes.
and honestly, people out there, how many times did you actually, unless you lived in like New England and stuff like that, where that's from, or and you went to a Patriots game where it's probably they forced you all to watch it. How many times did you actually see this commercial? I think I saw it like twice, and it was gone. It was gone. It's like really they spent all that money on it.
That's because they knew it pissed people.
Well, yeah. Well, it was done. It was stupid. Who
stupid.
was their marketing person that decided to come up with this? I wonder if he still has a job.
He shouldn't.
And on top of that, I'll tell you what, Gillette, another reason why you're losing all that money is now you have something we like to call in the free market economy and capitalism, you have competition from other razor companies whose shit is a hell of a lot lower than your shit.
We got you got Harry's, and you got Dollar Shave Club.
Yep. Exactly. So,
and if you guys saw the jump in sales with Harry's and Dollar Shave Club, as soon as this commercial came out, like next day, it went nuts.
Yep. So
screw you, Gillette, and I'm glad you lost the $8 billion.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I hate the simple fact that you do have people working for you that are good, the good American people that that might be I don't know if they're going to lose their job over it. But those of you that work for Gillette and lost your job, there you go.
Well, see, that's the problem. Probably the marketing CEO probably got to keep his job, but the people underneath him, by the way, you're fired. And not only that, but let us not forget who is also one of the major shareholders of Gillette is that jackass owner of the Patriots. Who just signed? We're not going. So the $8 billion they lost, and they just spent it picking up some jackass wide receiver Antonio Brown that was cut by the Raiders for being nuts. So there's where that money goes.
That's right.
So don't let me get started on the Patriots.
Yeah.
It's football
don't let me get
season.
started.
I know it's football season. We're looking forward to it, but
yeah, but we were talking about masculinity,
yes.
Toxic masculinity, all the bullshit, and then Burgundy brought up that like Netflix. And because Obama, like Obama and his boyfriend, Michelle's a little manly. Anyway, but they signed like this big deal. So I don't want to get into it, but there's this. Now that I brought it up, there's some big, and maybe we'll report on this next week. There's some big trademark thing going on, that where the Obamas had made some agreement. And they reneged on it, and now they're trying to take. So it has something to do with a trademark that they were going to be cool about, and now they're not. And now there's a bunch of Hollywood liberals saying what a couple of assholes they are. So, so more to come on that. But let's get this Gillette piece of crap out of here. And talking about piece of crap. Oh no, we're not talking about piece of crap yet. We're talking about something good. All right, NRA. All right, which I happen to be a member of. All right, but the San Francisco officials, have voted to recognize the NRA as a domestic terrorist organization. What? Domestic terror organization. So, I'm a domestic terrorist is basically what you're saying. Really?
Yeah, you and how many millions and millions of other people.
See, we're the people. We're the ones that are keeping America safe. Douchebag. So are these the same people like the Hollywood elites that when they had the Oscars and they had all the freaking security loaded to the freaking teeth with guns and all that?
Well, it's interesting that you said that because the irony is there was something I read. It's been a while, years ago or whatever, and they were talking about that. Not only their bodyguards, but some of the celebrities themselves are card-carrying members of the NRA. How about that?
How about it?
Because they go to ranges, in California. Most of them live in California and shit. And they go to ranges and stuff that are run and sponsored by the NRA, and they've got a card so they can get in for free and get free perks, I guess you might say. And they're bodyguards. The people, their security detail, are also members of the NRA, but yet on the surface, they have to tell the public, they're mean and evil.
But the thing about
kill babies.
It's San Francisco. So San Francisco, you got nothing better to do than to sit there and vote on NRA being a domestic terror organization when you got shit. You got literal shit.
You got poop,
and needles and the drug addict, and people laying all over. So instead of cleaning that up and trying to figure out what the hell's going on with that, you rather just go ahead and do a vote on NRA being a domestic terrorist organization. Really? That's what you got time to do. Okay, fine. Let's not figure out how to bring in revenue to the city or anything else that you lost. Let's just NRA.
Yeah,
dumbass. You know what? That's fine. I hope the whole damn city goes to shit. And whose district is that in? Might we say?
We don't have that.
We don't have it.
We don't have it.
No.
Oh,
we got that one. That's close enough. Nancy batshit crazy Pelosi. That's your district. Why don't you do something with it? And now you got that. I don't want to get on my soapbox. You got that piece of shit, Gavin Newsom, the freaking governor. What a piece of shit he is. Oh my gosh. Whew. I don't want to get started on his dumbass. But anyway. Oh yeah, and Burgundy brought up that Walmart's not allowing people to open carry now in the store. If there's anywhere you need to open carry, it's in Walmart.
Well,
because I tell you what, I went in there one time. I had to get something like late at night because I was doing like fiber cutovers, and there was a fist fight between two redneck ladies over a fan, like one of these box fans. It was I think the regular price was like 21 or $29, and it was on sale for like I don't know 16 or 17, like $3.
There's a price drop. They don't.
Price drop.
Walmart doesn't do sales. It's a price drop.
Oh, excuse me, price drop. $3, and they were like going at it over a fan, and then the husbands had to get in and mixed, and then the husbands got all pissed off, and I'm like, it's a $3. Here, I'll give you the $3 Shit.
Well, this is just all. It's a knee-jerk reaction to what happened down in Texas.
Yeah, well, that's what Burgundy's saying. Like, they had the shootings at Walmart, so now they're going to say, "Oh no, open carry."
It depending on how you look at it, that could be probably the best deterrent. If you got some guy that's not mentally together or has malicious intent, and they see like a group of people walking around with sidearms.
Thank you.
Well, and not only that though, but and I'm going to tell you right now. A lot of people think that you do open carry, that just anybody does it. I'm going to tell you right now, no, because what that does also is it does put a target on you. Back in the day when I was working in law enforcement, one of the things they said is if you're off duty, don't ever have your gun showing, because that it would indicate to somebody that's possibly a bad guy, well, if I'm going to do something, I got to make sure I take this guy out first. So let's not be, I'm not saying it, but these guys that are carrying openly are doing it for, usually for a reason,
Yep.
and they're usually pretty good at what they're doing, and they're probably in some sort of the field where they got their shit together. So
Yep.
I'm just telling you.
I just think it's like so many, it's so many of these shootings or so many of these other things. If you had just a couple people there that were packing some heat.
Yeah, they could.
That dude, one of these pieces of shit got off a couple rounds and then boom.
Yeah.
Oh, you're done. But I don't know. You're negative. It's freaking liberal pieces of shit. Anyway, all right, here we go.
Oh, loves me to Whoopi.
I love the Whoopi. So first, I want to talk about Eric McCormack and Debra Messing. Debra Messing, man, she is a freaking nutbag. But anyway, they started talking about how what do they call it, doxing? How they think that Trump supporters in California should be doxed, so and should be exposed about this, that, and the other, right? Well, even though I can't stand her ass because I think she's a dumbass, but believe it or not, one that came to the rescue, or at least said something about it, was Whoopi Goldberg. Yes,
Whoopi.
Which I agree with her probably negative 0.2% of the time. But she did say, and she was quite adamant about it. She was like, that is bull. She goes, that is not, and believe it came out of her mouth. She says, you should be able to vote for who you want, and there shouldn't be repercussions like that if you disagree with who somebody voted for, which I was like, whoa. Now, granted, didn't come out of Joy Behar's mouth.
Well,
that stupid skank, but it did come out of Whoopi's, which blew me away. But she's absolutely right. Well, anyway, these two jackasses over here, boop 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 boop. Actually, they're getting a lot of backlash for it because they're like, okay, you know what? Enough's enough with this stupid shit. And she's been in trouble, and Debra Messing, whatever her dumb ass is, she's been in trouble before by texting a bunch of BS.
Well,
hey, you can text anything you want. It's free country. But expect repercussions.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing, the one comment I'm going to make about this whole thing is they want to do something like this because it's like shaming the one group of supporters or whatever like that. But isn't that sort of like bullying, which supposedly they're campaigning hard against? You shouldn't be bullied and blah. These public service announcements and stuff like that. And it's like, well, really? So in one hand, we talked about this.
It's not bullying. It's social justice. We're actually we're the voice of the people.
Yeah. Voices of people. They're on a canceled show. The show got canceled again.
Isn't that basically what they call fascism?
Yeah.
Where you silence any other opposition voices?
Well, yeah, exactly. And that was our bitch session last week. Our last week on our show was also about hypocrites. Well, there's two right there. Yeah, and she's in the I have read some things on her. She's in the Alyssa Milano / Rose McGowan group of nuts.
I used to love Alyssa Milano because I thought she was pretty. I know I've said this before, but then, oh my gosh, she just went off the freaking
cliff.
Jeez, a criminy.
It's fentanyl.
Oh.
it's heroin or something.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's something. Something's in the water out there. Well, look at
Anyway.
California.
Yeah, they're all right. So enough of you guys. You guys are gone. Piss off.
I think it's the West Coast. No offense, Burgundy, but West Coast is.
Yeah.
I mean, the East Coast, we got our issues there, but it's not as prevalent, it seems, as the West Coast.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Well, it is East
some
Coast, but
areas.
it's down south. It's Florida.
Oh yeah,
Florida's gone.
Well, that's what happens when
nuts.
you got geriatrics and drugs running around down there.
You got the old people high as a kite.
You got the elderly, the Hispanic, the Cuban exiles, and Miss Bum Bum, and the drugs. Not a good mix.
You know, we got to find out when the actual Miss Bum Bum competition, when it actually is, because we got to make sure we follow
I know we
that.
need to. Yes, we need to find out who this year's Miss Bum Bum is.
It is. We ought to be down. We ought to be. We ought to go down there and be judges.
Exactly. So
you feeling my butt? Yes, that is all natural. You feel
fake.
It's fake. Okay. Anyway. All right.
Maybe we'll send this tape to Brazil. Wait a minute. They got.
We're done with the news.
Wait a minute. They're dealing with. They might not pay attention. They got fires going on down there. It's a fire sale. No, it's the Amazon. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh,
I know.
Too
That's
soon.
awful.
Too soon. All right. So let's move on to our topics. Okay. ISIS. Yes, that's
What's left of them?
yes.
Thanks to our wonderful brothers and sisters in arms in the military.
Yeah, ISIS
Taking care of that ass.
some of that. So anyway, now it seems that ISIS is turning to some new methods.
Well,
I'm gonna try to keep this together. ISIS is now using booby-trapped bovines to go after enemies in Iraq.
they're blowing up the cows.
They're strapping explosives.
Poor cows. Damn it. Where's it end?
Okay, sorry, but
You're terrible.
they're booby trapping. They're booby trapping the cows. They're strapping explosives.
How? Okay.
Okay, they're strapping explosives on the cow, and then
How?
and then,
Okay, go ahead.
and then they're letting the cows walk up to these checkpoints.
Time out.
Yes.
Time out. Whoops, not that. Okay, how are they disguising these bombs? As udders? As teats? How do you not see this?
Maybe they're painting. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
so you're at a checkpoint. And you see some cows coming up to you, and they're like, I can see the guys sitting there. They're like having a cigarette or whatever. And they're like,
Oh,
Abdullah, look what's coming down the street. Oh, there's some cows from. Oh, that's Ahmed's cows from the farm.
I have not had good meal in weeks. Oh, let's get him. Oh, I told you not to use that explosive.
There goes the meat.
There goes the meal. It's up in the air. Oh, there it goes.
Instead of salami bacon, we have steak and burger. But how?
Too bad we're near Pakistan. Where are all the Hindus?
Yeah. Are we in Kashmir? Or is that a sweater? My thing is this.
Yes.
How do you not? I can see them. They're sitting there looking. They're like, oh, is somebody riding that cow? Why do you ask? Well, look at that. It looks like a saddle on his back. Saddle with some things sticking out of it. How do you not see?
Oh, what is that fuels?
How do you not see something strapped on a cow?
Maybe it's underneath. I don't know.
Okay,
but the point is, it's got it. They got it somewhere. It probably because because it comes to their checkpoint and they're like,
probably in the old.
It's a cow.
Probably right in the old pooper.
Oh.
Because they could probably shove all kinds of.
Oh.
All right.
So
I'm gonna say this. When I was over in Iraq in 2007, I didn't see a lot of where I was, and I was actually a farm field, but I think it was more a wheat field or whatever, or it was grains.
Yeah, y'all strapped into prairie. Strapped into prairie dogs.
We didn't see. Now the one thing I did see, which I wanted desperately, was a white donkey, and they didn't have and you could tell because I know it was a white donkey though. I don't
even know where this is going.
No, I just saw this white donkey. It's not often that you saw a white donkey.
Are you Jesus? You want to ride it there?
Yeah, I did. But I didn't have a chance to.
Nobody can be worshiping you, I can tell you that.
Well, yeah, that's true, too. Well, there be people worshiping me, though, but... Here
comes Deacon Tex on a white donkey.
It's funny you said that. When I had mentioned it to my chief master sergeant, and he actually sent me a picture. He found a picture of a soldier that was on a donkey with the M4 gun. He was sitting there looking over a wall, and he sent it to me. He's like, "There he is, Sergeant Tex."
Oh, I took it out. Dang.
What's that?
I had the donkey sound. Here you go. All right. Anyway.
So anyway, but I didn't see a lot of cows and stuff over there. So I find this very perplexing.
Well, you know what? Instead of using the cow, they should have used some camels, because then you can hide those explosives in his hump.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
One up or two. All right.
Camels are nasty characters. They probably were afraid to get near them.
Probably.
Like spit in their face and chew it off.
So 2 cows were strapped with explosive belts and walked towards a military checkpoint in Diyala province when Iraqi soldiers opened fire on the animals. Excuse me. Right? While blowing up bovines isn't a common occurrence, using animals or their carts to square off against enemies has happened before with ISIS. In November 2003, more than a dozen rockets were fired from donkey carts that slammed into Iraq's oil minister in 2 downtown hotels.
Okay, now that's not obvious. I'm
coming in a donkey rocket.
I'm coming in a donkey cart. I have a cart and I have a bunch of rockets on the back. Hey, you there? What are you doing with that? Oh, nothing.
That is my donkey. What are those projectiles that's on it?
Very, very big cucumbers.
Oh, those are the giant Q-tips. I have to swab his buttocks because he's not feeling good.
That looks like you want one in his buttocks. I'm going to tell you right now. You know what we could have done? We could have done back in the day.
What?
When it was when the shit was really bad. We're talking like 07, 06, when the shit was really bad. We could have actually taken a cue from this, and I love animals. I like eating them, and I think they're cute. I love them, and I like eating them. But they should have put some on some pigs, and we should have put some on some pigs and taken it right in the middle of ISIS and all those guys and the insurgents and blown the pigs up, because
Well, I like that, but my point is, they wouldn't allow those pigs to get freaking.
Well, we would have had
a mile from them. They would have shot them.
We would have had to. Well, that's all right, and they blow up in pig blood all over.
You know what? We could have dropped them out of a helicopter.
I know. Well, I always
said
that.
Like in WKRP, where you drop the turkeys out.
I know. I thought they could fly. There's turkeys hidden everywhere.
They're hitting the grounds like bags of wet cement.
I thought turkeys could fly. That was a classic. Yes, but so now that I wouldn't throw a live pig out.
No.
But what we could have done is pulled a carry on that ass, taking
pig
a helicopter up there with a bucket of old pig blood and just started dumping it everywhere. That would have taken them as surgeons and
That's right.
fix their wagon.
Yeah, but you could
Well,
have
now
we could have took the pigs and like put a bomb in it and then
dropped it off.
we could have shoved that bomb right up in the
That went the tail.
Oh.
All right.
All right. So anyway. So yeah, donkey carts.
ISIS. Well, I guess they're getting desperate.
You're good. You know what? I sort of said.
Even though
Turn that whole son of a bitch into glass.
Even though, ISIS is actually starting to reform again, and we're getting strong again in parts of Afghanistan, but that's
Douchebags.
yeah. We're always going to have a problem in the Middle East. Always. It's been since the dawn of time.
Turn it into glass.
You read the Old Testament all the way up until now, and the Middle East has always been a big soup sandwich. I agree. That'd be a
That's
lot
like Trump, man. It's like Trump. It's like,
glass.
hey, we just don't allow any of you scumbags to come over from there. There you go. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. All right. Oh,
What's that? Oh my.
oh.
That's kind of scary.
So now
This story's gonna be crazy.
it is crazy. So we are over in. I think isn't this in?
It's down south. It is. It's one of the southern states. When I saw the story, I know it's like I don't want to say it's Alabama or Mississippi. One of those.
Was it? I
Yeah.
thought it was like over in England or something.
No.
Oh, all right.
No, this is here in the good old U.S. of A, which
All right.
makes it even more
Ridiculous.
confounding.
All right. So, a Catholic school has apparently down south has banned Harry Potter books because they claim that reading the spells in them, you will have a risk of conjuring evil spirits.
What the hell is that? I got scared.
That's evil spirits. Look, here I'm conjuring. Hold on. You shall not pass.
Back.
I kind of look
Rex!
like Gandalf. I drew that out. I look like Gandalf a little bit, don't I?
Well, yeah, you got to let it grow down a little
Yeah,
bit. there.
down here.
Yep. I think you. Yeah.
Oh, I did Lord of the Rings.
What do you mean?
Not Harry Potter.
I know Gandalf the Great. You're talking about
what's his name?
See, you just threw me
I don't
off.
do. I don't watch Harry Potter. I don't like Harry
I watch
Potter.
Harry Potter.
I don't like. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, they think
Dumbledore,
it's like.
Dumbledore. You could be Dumbledore. That's it. Dumbledore.
Don't call me dumb.
Well.
Don't call me dork either.
Well.
That's rude. Is that his name? Seriously?
Dumbledore. Yeah.
That's stupid.
Dumbledore. It's what's.
I get it, door, but it's still stupid. Anyway, I don't do Harry Potter. I don't like Harry
coming
Potter.
up with names.
Well, she
J.K. Rowling.
She's probably smoking a little hooch when she
Probably.
came up with that. Anyway, so the Harry Potter series has been banned by from a Catholic school in it's in Tennessee.
I knew it was somewhere in the South.
Because good job. Because the fictional magic used actual curses and spells, according to a pastor who described the beloved book as a possible threat to their belief. Okay, so my question would be, how does he know for one, these are real spells? Okay, and two, okay, if let's just do it this way. So just like becoming a Christian, right? And asking for forgiveness and stuff, that has to deal with what the sincerity in your heart and know that, okay? So if you have some little kid reading a Harry Potter book, the intent of bringing evil spirits and stuff, even if it worked, which I'm saying it didn't, right? Whatever. But even if for some off the wall reason he thinks it did or whatever, the child has to have the intent in its heart to bring. And I don't believe in like ghosts and stuff. However, I do believe in demons and whatnot. So that's possible. You could open up, that. But the point is, the intent's there. So let's just calm the hell down.
Well, his big thing was that this fictional
yes
writing that she had where the Cruciatus curse and some of this other stuff or whatever in there, that if the kids read it or whatever, it actually works. So that's being said, the books have been out. The books have been out for what, 20 years, I think, was when the first 20 years ago.
Really?
Was when
That
the first
long?
one. Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow. Okay.
And so it's been that long. And okay, so you think if those spells were actually like real, that people be just dropping dead?
We'd be like Ghostbusters.
I know.
There'd be ghosts.
Exactly.
There'd be ghosts all over the place. Dumbass.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a freaking book. All right, can we just kind of, and here it says the 7 books present magic as both good and evil, which is not true, but in fact a clever deception, says Reverend Dan Rehill. Okay. It's harmless. Okay?
You know what this reminds?
Can we just take
You know
it
what this
easy?
reminds me of? This reminds me of when the early '80s with the rock music. Ooh, you're gonna bring in the, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if that were true,
I love rock music.
this man right here, the Reverend Cuz, would be the devil incarnate because he listened to every single one of them. He listened
Still
to
do.
Jude, he listened. I know he still does. So do I. He listened to Judas Priest, which they were bad, they were evil. Motley Crue,
That a little bit.
and Ozzy, that he was just evil. He was a devil himself.
Shit!
I mean, they were stoned out of their mind, but they were Twisted Sister. I mean, they thought this is along the same lines.
Little docking, except
these people. There was also something else. Not only this priest or whatever, but there was also something. They said the same thing about Stephen King. Stephen King writes to promote evil and all this other blah blah blah.
I don't know. I do think he is the devil, though.
Who's Stephen King?
Yeah, you ever look at him?
Well, I don't know if he's the devil, but yeah,
he's a little tore up.
Yeah, and you would think if he could do spells, he'd do a little pretty curse on himself.
I don't know, something.
Make me beautiful. Well, I got that one backwards.
He is the devil because he's a freaking flaming liberal.
Yeah, oh hell.
Anyway,
He writes
all right.
books.
I like some of his
some
books, but daggone, dude, cut down on the description. Holy crap! If anybody, okay, now,
He is a very descriptive man when he writes.
It 2's coming out, the book or the movie, which I want to see.
It is out.
It is out.
Came out this weekend.
So if anybody ever read the book, you could have wrote that. You could have written that book. I'll say 3, maybe 400 pages.
Yes.
that's a long book.
But it's like that.
It's 1,000. It's like over 1,000 pages. He had descriptions. Like, dude,
It took me like a year to read it.
just get on with the story. All right.
Anyway.
So, what else we got? So he says, I have consulted several exorcists, both in the United States and in Rome, and they have recommended removing the books from circulation. All right, dude. Okay, let me explain something to you, son. I know you're a reverend or you're a priest or something. So this is something you should know, okay? That Satan does not have any power over you that you do not allow him to have, okay? He doesn't have the power of Jesus Christ. He doesn't have the power of thoughts, to read your thoughts, this, that, and the other, okay? Let's just calm down, okay? Especially if you think that Jesus Christ doesn't have the power to deal with this stupid ass stuff, then why are you even a priest to begin with? That's all I'm saying. Of course, I don't want to get on the whole Catholic kick, but I'm like, I don't understand the whole purgatory thing either. So Jesus Christ, I don't want to get on my soapbox, but Jesus Christ, being the perfect Son of God, couldn't pay the price, couldn't pay the whole price. So then me going to purgatory, I'm going to pay for the rest of it. Really?
Well, that's
anyway. I don't get on my soapbox. I have other issues with.
Well, that's the irony.
Catholic
That's the irony of this whole thing. Because when I initially heard about this story, I was thinking it was like some sort of like that, Pentecostal
Holy roller,
or like that church out in Kansas or whatever. Or
Westboro Baptist
yeah,
Church.
the Westboro Baptist Church and shit like that. And it's
Those
like
guys are
then all of a
freaking
sudden
bad.
it's like I see that it's like Catholic. Are you serious? I'm going to tell you right now, another deacon friend of mine, or a deacon I knew, and if for those of you aren't familiar, when he was a deacon with the Catholic Church, and my gosh, we watched Star Wars and James Bond and stuff like that. So I guess he was the evil sect. But it's funny how nobody else in the Catholic Church, other than this guy, has said anything about Harry Potter.
Not only did he say something about it, as you can see by the picture, they actually burned the books.
Yes. Well, I'm sure he probably had his altar boys throwing the books in the fire, if we know what we mean. Oops.
Oh, money? Were you selling them?
Well, he's probably selling his soul. Where's the little...
What are you looking for?
The little... Beep, 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 beep. Where's my horn? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Hey, little Timmy, go throw Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows into the fire. Go ahead now.
Yeah, the books are sinful, but apparently priests with little boys, that seems to be fine.
Teaching about how to be a man.
Don't get me started on the Catholic Church.
Yes,
I don't want to get into that.
Well, and I'm not, I will say this: this guy obviously does not represent the bulk of the Catholic Church. Otherwise,
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be hearing everybody and their mother be talking about it's just was one ass clown. And the thing is that was brought up too, it is a private school. So it being a private school, he can do whatever he wants. He can ban whatever he wants. Now, if this was a public school, he'd have a little bit of a problem. But my thing is, if parents, you don't like it, yank your kids out.
I'd yank them out.
Take them to another private school
Dumbass.
that's in Tennessee. They need to worry about getting a football team rather than burning Harry Potter books. That's what I'm saying.
They do. Their team sucks. That's all I'm saying. Roll Tide. That's all you need to know. All right. Last but not least, our last topic of the day.
Oh my gosh. This is the first time I've seen a picture of her. Now the story makes sense. Wait till you hear this one.
Okay, I'm going to try to get through this one.
Yeah, try and keep a straight face. Go ahead and laugh now. I'm not going to be able to do it.
So, we're going from Tennessee to Gwinnett County, Georgia.
Georgia. I love that. Some Ray Charles. God bless his soul.
Ray Stevens?
They call her the streak. Woo! Look at that. I said, Ethel!
Get your clothes on! All right, that's a little old school. A lot of y'all don't know. Probably don't know who Ray Stevens is.
Yes, look him up. He's got some funny songs.
Yes, he does. Anyway, all right. So a woman borrows a cop's badge and gun to get some free snacks, and then when she's caught, she pulls the race card. So a woman's in big trouble with the cops. You all right? After pretending to be a cop just for the sake of getting some free snacks at a convenience store. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, can I have a little bit of them snacks? Okay.
I'm telling you, it looks like she's having a hard time getting that seatbelt put around her ass.
Okay. So parole officer Brandy Green waited in the car at the Quick Trip gas station as her friend Pectra.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. The whole name Pectra
Laquiche. Okay. Laquiche.
Okay, I'm not good. All right, let's move on. Laquiche Edgerton borrowed her badge and gun in order to score some free snacks. So, some convenience stores offer free drinks and snacks to first responders out of respect. Egerton was caught, however, when a real police officer in the store saw her use their badge for the ill-gotten snacks and didn't recognize her as a fellow police officer. So when he pulled the car over, she was still wearing the badge and the gun, and instead of confessing, she pulled the race card.
I'm black.
So she said,
and I'm fat.
Oh, excuse me. Can you give me your license and registration? Hold on. I got a few of these left.
I can't find it through all these crumbs.
Can you step out of the car? You just hold on. I got this whole tube of Pringles. You just let me get through these.
I was gonna say Funyuns, but
So she says, because a black person walks into a store with a badge and a gun, it's an issue? Hold on. Could you put your hands behind your back? You just hold on 1 second. I got the rest of mine. Funyuns and... Oh, here's my Cheetos. Hey! Oh, I didn't. I don't have the. I have to do the Slurpee. That's my big. Where's my big gulp at? I need to wash all these chips down. Where's my bucket of Coke? All right,
You know what?
ma'am? Could you get out of the car? All right, hold on. It's a little bit tight in here.
like a clown car.
Her belly was hitting the horn.
Don't make me have to bring my taser out.
Stay.
No, wait a minute. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to cooperate. I just came from church in Tennessee. Exasperate. Or whatever. I just threw that out with a Harry Potter. I watched the movie. I just can't. I'm not thinking right at the moment. But he goes.
Exasperate. Stupid.
Or evaporate. Stupid broad.
Oh,
Isn't it?
oh, look. It's like a beast.
She's eating him too.
Eating the whole store.
Yeah, we.
Tay, oh. Ooh.
You're just doing this because I'm black. Okay. Okay, it has nothing to do with the fact. And you need to wash in your crevices a little bit.
No, because that's where I keep.
Hey.
That's where I keep my crumbs.
Hey, honey, here. Take this thing of Vagisil. I saw this on the Game Show Network the other day. Ooh. Hey, they're advertising on TV. She probably needs it. Anyhow.
I apologize for that.
Yeah, especially since we're not getting any payments from.
Vagisil?
Yes. But we are open to sponsors. We are open to sponsorship.
Yeah, like Pringles.
Yeah, Pringles, yes. And we'll eat your stuff. And you know what?
Yes.
The Reverend Cuz and I will actually eat your product while we do the show. So.
It depends on what it is.
What, Pringles?
Oh, Pringles I will. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pringles.
that's what I'm talking about. Pringles.
Oh, I thought you meant like anybody else. I'm like,
No,
ooh, hold
well,
on.
no.
Okay, if it's jerky, beef snacks, Pringles. Oh, well, hold on. Probably just about any kind of chip we'll eat.
Yeah, Little Debbie's.
Little-
I like Little Debbie's. You don't like Little Debbie snacks?
Oh, snacks. Okay. All right. I'm just saying.
Get your mind out of
Actually, I don't like Little Debbie.
You don't?
No.
Swiss rolls?
No, because they're like.
How about Tasty Cakes?
Little
Tasty cakes. Entenmann's?
I like some ding dongs.
I bet you do.
Okay. What is that? Oh. Stupid. I do like the ding dongs. That's the little chocolate covered cakes that has the filling in them.
Yes. All right, let's get back to this.
Oh,
so anyway,
Levi's.
so you'd stated before to me that what she was wearing wasn't even actually
Yeah,
a
her
police
friend
uniform.
was a parole officer, not a cop. Not a full-fledged cop. It was a parole officer.
So she couldn't even like pass herself off as being a police. I can see the police officer walking up to her and be like, "You work for the Department of Parole?"
Yeah, you're parole. You let convicts out on the street.
Yeah. No free food for this one.
What? I don't even get a free bottle of Yoo-hoo? Go with my
Free bottle of you.
my Pringles, my Funyuns,
Where's your
my Doritos.
Where's your chocolate milk at? Chocolate milk. You said Yahoo.
That's not milk.
Well, yeah, well, sort of.
No.
It's like a
It's a chocolate drink, but there ain't no milk in that.
it. Okay.
It
It's
is like
sugar.
I don't know what
Like
it
it's
is.
syrup or whatever.
It's probably like vegetable oil or something.
Vegetable oil.
Lard.
Well, I'm sure.
What you talking about, lard? Back in the day, that's how we used to slick our hair back.
Slick our hair back, and then if we need it in the evening time to put in a pan, they just rub their hands to the hair and.
Like that woman that threw the grease on the dude that broke in her house.
Oh yeah.
So last week, if you want, there's some dude broke in this lady's house. She was fried chicken. Boom! Through the whole
thing of
skillet of
grease.
grease on his ass.
But what a waste.
Burned him up.
What a waste of chicken, though. I would hopefully, if her floor was clean enough, I would have started after he was burning. I know.
I'd eat that chicken.
What's that?
I'd sit there,
5 second roll.
eat that chicken while he's burning his ass up.
Yep. While I'm waiting for the police to show up after I call 911.
Yep. Exactly. All right.
Okay.
So,
Unbelievable.
excuse me. So anyway, Burgundy, I wanted to address. So if you got on here a little bit later, go back and watch the beginning of the show because we talked about what you sent this email on and everything. So we called that out in case anybody else needs any help. So check that out. And that mug will be sent on Monday along with, what was I say? Card magnet.
A card magnet and cards.
Some of our cards. You can pass
Not
those
playing
out.
cards, but
Not playing
business cards.
Business
We don't
cards.
have playing
For
cards. yet.
Conformity Antidote,
Yes.
we have our own cards, which I just leave out randomly.
At random. I usually put mine in.
Which, damn it,
I'm not good. What?
I was at the Smoky Mountain Knife Works
I
down
know.
in Tennessee, and I forgot to take them because I could have handed those out all day, every day.
Well, we sat there and I thought about it too. When you said that, we could have taken some when we were at the beach and to some of the places we went. We were especially at Melanoma, or what is that?
Melanoma.
Oh, salmonomies. I call it salmonella.
That's you close.
Oh, and speaking
okay,
of-
the people were really nice.
The people were
The
really
beer
nice.
was
She great.
cold.
The beer was ice cold, but the food was just
It's all right.
And I'm gonna tell you,
Aight.
and real quick, hopefully all of our friends down in the Outer Banks, because we love the Outer Banks, did okay. We know hurricane just kind of went down through there.
Yep.
The Bahamas, we're thinking about you. That's
Oh my gosh, they
that is terrible what's happening down
decimated.
there. Exactly. So our prayers with you. Hopefully the Outer Banks, you didn't get hit super hard, but that's the price you pay when you live on the ocean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean you got to take the risk.
Yep.
But
we could have taken cards to salmonomies and stuff. We'll just have to start carrying them around, like if we go out somewhere in public. Yeah, and just leave us like stacks of them without, we'll like right by the cash register. They won't even know they're there. They'll be
I know.
like, where the hell?
What
those
the hell
come
is
from?
that? Throw those in the trash. Hey,
Hey,
I paid $10 for 500 of them sons of bitches.
and I know there's and you know what we should do? There's places where you can put your business card in a fish bowl, and you get the free business lunch or whatever like that. Drop a whole bunch in there.
You go hang go
Because we're a business.
go put them around the little elementary schools. Here, kid, go watch this.
Yes. Oh, there you go.
You know
Hey,
what?
it's better than
that's-
watching porn.
that-
I'm telling you that right now.
Well, maybe a little bit better.
Well.
But anyway, so
well, I mean, you're.
that's how we're going to reach all these snowflake parents or these snowflake people. Is we're gonna
Hit 'em
we're
young.
gonna get them to the kids. And
Hit
the
'em
kids
young.
give them to the
Yep.
Daddy. Check this out.
Hit them young and work your way up.
That's right.
That's the
They
best way to
said
do it.
you're a snowflake. What's a snowflake?
I should say not. Hey, Percival, they said you were a snowflake. Who said that?
Oh, and there was this really good-looking guy. He was bald, had a nice beard. He said you was a punk-ass bitch.
Oh, gee, I wonder who that is.
I don't know. And he had a good-smelling beard. All right.
His beard
Oh,
smelled good.
I have gone to something else called Live Bearded. It's called the Executive Scent. You might want to check it out. So, ladies, since we're getting ready to close up here, ladies, if you have a man that likes to likes to roll with the beard, even if he's got the what do they call it, the little
Sideburns, mutton chops.
no mutton chops. What was this, Elvis?
No, you had your hand.
Well, I mean, it's like the
Princess Leia.
No, that's sticky buns on your head. All right. No, like just the scruff. Where they're not really. It's not really a beard. Like all the millennials and.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
even if you have the stubble or whatever else, and that's the way you roll, get the beard oil.
They call it the 5 o'clock shadow
5
or
o'clock
the 6
shadow.
o'clock
Some
shadow
of these
or
little
some
snowflakes. It's more like a little. It's more like a little milk mustache.
Well, so
bitch.
see, the problem is some, the problem I have, and we didn't do our bitch today, but that's fine.
We don't have to do it every. We don't have to do it every
have to do
time.
it every show. But one thing that drives me nuts.
Yes.
Is seeing these guys that either trying to grow a mustache or grow a beard or whatever, and they just can't do it. You got that. You got it. It grows in like here. You got clear, nothing going on here. You got a shaggy thing going on. You got hair on the chin, and then nothing. It's like, dude, if you can't grow it in yet because you still haven't hit puberty, shave it off, okay? Yeah, where's that priest? Shave it off.
Yeah, X yourself.
Shave it off. Don't try that. That drives me crazy.
Yeah, but I'm
Actually, it makes you look like
I'm
you got
Metro.
It makes you look like you got mange.
Oh.
These guys that have like splotches of hair on their faces,
I'm Metro.
Like, ooh. Yeah, you're Metro.
I'm Metro. Well, it's like when somebody asked me like what size shirt I wear because they were talking about getting some shirts, and I said man size,
Man size.
not bitch size. Look, let me tell you something.
I got man.
If
shirt.
you're a grown ass man, you wearing like a small or a medium.
Eat something, will you? Will you go find this thing and go get
Yeah,
some food?
get
will
some
ya?
get some
Fire-
meat on your bones. Tell you right now, what's going to do it for you? Some biscuits and gravy.
Yes, biscuit. Oh, biscuits and gravy,
Biscuits and gravy.
and you get some shoes. It's a little.
Oh, glory! Yeah. Okay.
I was seeing if you were gonna pick up on it.
You doing something?
I know-
What you talking about, grave digger?
I know a lady down the road. She's giving out biscuit gravy.
What you think about that snowflake? That was
What are you talking
awesome
about, Pat?
movie. That's an awesome movie.
I know.
Grave
Glory is
digger?
awesome.
Anyway, all right. I think we are.
Yeah, we're rambling.
DUN done.
D-U-N done.
Why shouldn't it be spelled DUN?
I know. Well, that's
The silent E and whatever.
that's the queen.
That's an
that'll
O.
start.
The O. I thought the O made its. I thought the O made the O sound with the silent E.
Right.
I thought the vowel made it sound.
Leave that to
So it'd be done.
yes.
Right? Am I right about that?
Leave
My wife's a school teacher. I probably should ask
I know.
her.
Leave that to the British. What old English? Ooh.
I should say.
You should spell a word this way.
Yes.
Why? Because it confuses the hell out of people.
All right. I think we're good.
Yes, we're done.
All right.
I'm hungry and we got football on.
Yes. We got to watch Penn State get their ass kicked.
They better not be. Well, we got that. We got flipped back and we got Texas and LSU, which
Yes.
that's also be a good game. So,
All right. And we got some famous Daves to stumble. So, any snowflakes, you can come over right now and watch us eat a bunch of
pigs
pigs
and cows.
Because we have briskets. All right.
And
chickens, we have hot wings. Yeah. So there you go. We're eating the whole stinking barnyard.
Yep, we got the whole barnyard upstairs cooked. Cooked
All right.
and fricasseed.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, and adios to you, and we'll turn it over to the closer.
The closer. Yes, everybody. Thank you all again for showing up this weekend. And to our new viewer, Burgundy, welcome aboard. Seeing you were the only one chatting tonight, so we appreciate that. We hope everybody else, if you get a chance, come and see us on Saturday nights at 8 o'clock and chat with us live. because we got some really crazy things going to be coming up soon. So we hope you all can join us. What's
just
that?
real quick.
Okay,
Would
real
you
quick.
say that? So we've been getting the I lost it. Oh, a lot of listeners asking us about tastings again.
Very soon.
About either beer or because they're talking about the whiskey taste that we did at the beach. I don't know. Back in June. So go check that show out. That was a little wild, but anyway, yeah. Sorry.
Very soon, I think, and I have it.
This time we'll get Deacon Tex in here drinking,
especially if there's beer.
Tasting something.
I will taste beer all night long. Bring it on.
There, Lionel Richie.
All night long. Anyway, enough of that. Before I break out in song, we've got to go. Thank you all for being here. God bless everybody, and we hope to see you all again here very, very soon. Until then, good night. God bless. Shocky.
Oh, turn your computer off, round eye.
Oh, computer off.
Fat bastard.
Oh, go get some food. Will you eat something, damn it?
Biscuit and gravy.
Yes, biscuit gravy.